Real Beach, and supposedly it comes out at the Sea Aquarium. We're going exploring. I think it's going to be mountain biking. Down the trail. This trail came out at the prison. We stop at the store to check our email. This is the place we can get internet. Franz builds us a relay system and buys a box. And now he's installing it.
Yeah, I know. He's old, he's super old.
Aww.
And he was floating at the surface, so I took my dinghy and I paddled up to him. And then he finally decides to go down again. Then the neighbors, or the guys which are living at the shore, Hans and his kids, actually went in the water with snorkels.
Yes.
And started helping him. And he swam away from them, so he's still swimming, but he's super old. And there's all kind of growths on his shield. Yeah.
So you're too heavy for him.
He's big. I mean, he's as big as this thing.
Oh, is he?
Oh, huge.
Oh, we haven't seen a big one like that in here.
Oh, huge. Here is for the air conditioner on the starboard side. Right. It goes to this bottom space here. I'm going to disconnect it. We need power off, by the way, in a minute. Yeah. But I'm going to disconnect that here. Yeah. This one is for the port air conditioner. I'm going to hook that up to the pump here, so that activates these relays. Yeah. Yes. Independent. Then I have power coming in here at the top, yeah, which I'm going to hook up to the top space of the starboard to get power for the pump. Yes. And then here at the bottom is where the pump power goes to the pump here. Disconnect that here, and I'm going to splice that wire in here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And that's it. And then it should just work like a charm. It should work like a charm.
Air conditioners are now working independently. Woohoo! Franz's relay box has worked. Tomorrow we will be putting on the sail, mainsail, and lazy bag. Dress up the boat again. Look who snuck up on me!
What about the cookie rides?
I didn't even hear them sneak up here, probably because my music was on too loud.
And what's happened if you drop the box in the water?
You're jumping in, Pascal.
Here it is. Cost another $20 in FedEx fees. Most annoying. I guess that's customs and paperwork.
That would have been a little bit big to take on our bicycles, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit too big. Our new Doyle Cradle cover unrolled, and we're going to show you the workmanship on this. I'm pretty disappointed. First thing,
These guys couldn't even follow a straight line. And then they didn't have a double needle to make a nice, neat seam.
so this all the way along. First thing, if they had used a double needle along this edge, the lines would have been straight. But none of these lines are straight. If they ran the presser foot along this fold, they could have had one line straight. Look at the stitching, and this company is supposed to be a professional one.
We have a chicane here.
Unbelievable. Was the person drunk or on the high seas when they did this? Look at the seam on this side. They come off of the fold and stitch in the ditch.
This is another seam, but they only stitched one side of it. There should be another row of stitching right down here like that. And that's on both sides.
Yep.
Here's the other side. Not double stitched.
Very poor workmanship. There's about 6 of these little pinholes along the side. Talk about wear before it's worn. Here's another one. And then there's one on this side of my hand, right there. So there's a few of these holes, and this is along the mast side.
We're going to attempt to put this or install this lazy stacker on the boom now.
Yeah, I'd rather get them to fix it or something, but I'm not sure if it's worth the trouble right now.
No time.
Nope, the girls are coming and 4 more sleeps.
I can slide in. The next step is to put the battens in. Here is a batten pocket. The batten's sticking out just a hair, so I'm going to get Leanne to push the batten into the pocket a little tighter so I can put this screw into this hole. Pull hard. There, I'm threaded. That's good.
Oh, let me get my fingers out. Ah! These are our old battens. We didn't order new ones.
Tamara.
Sewing thread. That one fits even better. I don't have to push.
Twiggy, if I lose you, I'm losing. Twiggy, if I lose you, I'm losing.
The next step is to attach the jack lines. Remember in previous videos that we cross our jack lines. This helps contain the mainsail when we raise it. Here are the cross jack lines. I think that there should have been seam tape on this seam. Look, it's going to fray until there's nothing left.
This is the top of our mainsail halyard. I need to change the shackle for a snap shackle. The halyard was chafing our old lazy stacker a ton.
I'll put a piece like this on the main halyard that I just showed you. And it just clips on and off so I can take the halyard off the sail quickly and easily.
And this is on our parasailer halyard.
These two eyes here, this rope goes through and ties the boom or the bag to the end of the boom.
Attaching the tack, step 1 of putting on the sail. And we get hit by a squall, just like when we were taking down the mainsail. Time to go in and wait for this rain to stop.
I'm going to attempt to rig a clothesline for our zipper closer on our lazy stacker.
And what do you mean by clothesline, Andrew?
It'll be a continuous line that will pull the zipper open and pull the zipper closed, depending on which side of the line you close. Very much like your curtains at home, perhaps. Here are some of the parts I'm going to need. The line, turning blocks, rivets to attach the turning blocks to the mast, that sort of thing. Because I'm putting a stainless steel hoop onto the mast, which is aluminum, and aluminum and stainless steel don't like each other, I'm using some rubber gaskets between the aluminum and the stainless steel so they don't corrode.
And the rubber gasket was my idea to use.
Which is an old inner tube that we're just cutting up.
Old inner tube. And we'll show you how we're making the holes in it. 1 cooking skewer. Voila! Andrew will show you what happens.
I put 1 washer on the rubber washer on the rivet. The rivet goes through the hoop, and then I put another washer on the back of the rivet, and then the whole assembly goes into the 2 holes I drill in the mast. So it's waterproofed and isolated so they don't corrode. I'm about to install this on the mast for our zipper on the sail bag closer.
Pop riveter.
Now I need the pop riveter.
Sail is up. Reef lines are looking good. Square top's looking good. Now we're going to drop it and see how it goes into this new lazy bag. As it comes down, we can see that the front of it by the mast does not go in very well. Andrew's zipper pulley system works. Look at the top of the sail bag and you can see it sliding. He has it on a bungee to aid it, and it slides around along nicely all the way to the mast.
After several trials of raising and lowering the mainsail, I think we've got most of our issues licked. I have one more small project to do that will make the whole thing better, I hope. As you can see, I have tied the front of the lazy stacker around the mast, sort of like shoelaces in your running shoes. I'm thinking I still need a tie from the front of the lazy stacker up to the mast, another 3 or 4 feet up.
We have lowered the boom to tuck the sail away, and now we have a good view of our zipper pulley system here.
I'm pretty happy with the project we've just completed. There may be a couple little more tweaks to do, but I think we're going to be okay for the next little bit, and then we'll get it all sorted.